Wow, I didn't know they changed that. Well, there you go. That's some new shit on me. Rich, what's up, man? Hey, how are you, buddy? Great to see you, bro. Coleman Johnson, Eric, Brian, Eric Eats, what's up? How are you guys? Happy Wednesday. Hope you're well. Hope you're smiling, Rich. Um, so I'm doing some Spiritborn research because I was the day that Spiritborn was announced, I was on the road on my way to New York. So I didn't see the I didn't see the announcement. I didn't see it was a great trip, Rich. Thanks for asking. I got to see my niece and nephews. I got to see my mom. It was a really good trip, and I was chilling in New York. It was mostly nice there. It rained a couple days, a little bit, but it was mostly nice the whole time I was there. I drove around a lot. I saw my niece and nephews, as I said. They're growing up so fast, it's ridiculous. I went to Cold Spring, New York, which is one of my favorite places. Hey, the Frenchie Bubba. I love Frenchies. What's up, man? How are you? Frenchies are my favorite breed. What's up, Kingston? So New York was great, man. It was really cool, and I was relaxed, and it was good for my it was good for it was good for hanging out and good for seeing my family. So I'm also very glad to be home. It's not the easiest place to be all the time, being away from home. I like being home. So I'm glad to be back though. But while I was home, one of the strangest things, it's very weird, man. I have a younger brother, and he he's a relatively intelligent person. Like if you were to just sit and talk to him about cars or you would think, hey, this guy's a pretty smart guy, knows a lot about a lot of things. And my brother is a flat earther. My younger brother is a flat earther. So I spent an hour and a half with him trying to convince me that the earth was flat. And like you'd think it'd be easy to talk to somebody about something like that. You'd think that well, there's real science behind you and all that stuff, and it's going to be easy to convince this person. Hey, what's up, Taylor? How are you? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday, man. Um, well, yeah. Well, I would go as far as to say it's spherical, right? It's spherical. The Earth is spherical, and the flat earthers have amassed a whole lot of evidence. See, there's a lot of evidence. There's a lot of individual pieces of evidence. Hey, what's up, Eternal Dreamers? What I found in doing some research, because I love my brother, right, and I don't want to just be disrespectful of his beliefs, so I decided I would do some research and like be respectful and see what they think and why they think it and what they believe and why they believe it. And so this is my tortured mind. I can't just write it off and say he's a kook. I have to actually say, okay, well maybe I'm wrong. What do I know? I've blindly accepted everything I've ever been taught about physics and nature and you know I've accepted that it's fact. So maybe let's just go down that path for a second. Let's pretend for a second that everything I've ever been taught is absolutely insane, right, and crazy, and that my brother who believes the earth is flat is right. And then let's see if we can figure out how to prove that that's true. And what's interesting is the flat earth's people, they have a lot of evidence, individually collected piece of evidence that points towards a flat earth or a disc-shaped earth, and you can't really refute it because it's like look, it's like I see with my eyes. I've been up in an airplane and I look at the horizon and it's flat, like things like that. Like you can't convince me my eyes are deceiving me. There's a lot of people who can't get with the idea that their eyes could possibly deceive them, right? They think they should be able to see the curvature of the Earth from the airplane. And if they can't, that's evident. There's one point in potentially that the Earth is flat. And then they think, well, Antarctica, how come Antarctica is there's a giant ice shelf wall and we're not allowed to go beyond it. You did your first 150 in Diablo 3 this season. Congratulations, user 679. That's insane. Solo, and what class did you use? Did you use Barb, or what did you do? What's up, Shane? Thank you, man. Welcome back to you too. How are you? Great to see you. Wizard. You did a Wizard 150, dude. That's insane. Excuse me. Let me ask. I was not planning on that. Was it Firebolt Immortal Wizard? Oh man, I had a great trip, dude. I just got back from it last night. Mrs. Benuto and I drove from New York to Chicago in a day. We left at about 7 a.m. We got back at about 7 p.m. local time. So 13 hours on the road. LOD, got you. Oh, and Diablo 3. I'm thinking Diablo 4. That's still amazing and awesome, dude. First 150 in Diablo 3, dude. With a wizard class using LOD, which is Legend of Dreams, where you can't use any set pieces, I believe, if I remember correctly. I haven't been in Diablo 3 on Wizard in a little while. It's been a little while, yeah. I haven't played Wizard in a little while. When I played Diablo 3, I generally played Demon Hunter, and I will venture into Wizard some seasons. Every now and then I get really super into Wizard. Usually in the seasons where there's Taurasha set is big. I like that. So I'm talking about I go back home to see my family, and I didn't see the Spiritborn podcast or webcast or anything. Was gonna live stream it and give my live comments. That's an awesome 150, dude. That's awesome that you killed a 150. What's your Paragon level with your Wiz, if I can ask? I want to know what Paragon level you did the 150 with. That's not easy to do. Hey, what's up, Lemo Maze? How are you? Hope you're smiling. Hope you're well. Laura Perky, thanks for hanging out for a few minutes. I'm going to go back to the flat Earth conversation in a minute. Shane's going like, what are you talking about? Well, I'll tell you in a minute, Shane. Don't worry. So I went home. So I missed the whole Spiritborn rollout, and I did do some research on it this morning, and I gotta say, it looks cool, but it looks like a support class, right? It looks like a raid healing class, probably. It looks like a support class to me. I'm excited to play it, don't get me wrong. It looks really cool. I love the spirit animals. But it's like we thought they were going to roll out something with strength, and they rolled out another druid type character. They don't even have the druid fixed itself yet, and they're already making a new class with. So yeah, it's weird. But the skills look really cool. I'm excited to see the gameplay. It looks like new druid moves. They invested more time in, someone says. These are too cool. We need to make a new class. When someone steals your homework and gets an A+, but you got a B. Oh, man. Kind of like the druidic theme, but it doesn't shapeshift like in most other RPGs, and Monk Doctor with flashy animal spirit animations. It's a nice spin on things. Monk Doctor. That's an interesting idea. Like they call it, this person called it Monk Doctor with flashy spirit animal animations. I don't know. Like, hey, what's up, Jules? Yes, I'm back, man. It's great to see you, bro. I'm back from New York, and I'm talking about Spiritborn first. What's up, Jules? How are you? Great to see you. Thanks for hopping in, man. I'm just talking about my trip a little bit. The first day was the day that they rolled out. The first day was the day they rolled out the Spiritborn class, so I missed it, and I was just doing some research on it. And it looks really cool, but it looks like a support class to me. It doesn't look like a main, like you would main it. It looks like something I would build like the third character of the season. Yeah, you guys know each other. Cool, man. I wonder if you run in the same circles on other Diablo 4 um, people's streams. So we're just hanging out on Wednesday afternoon, and I'm talking about. I just came back from New York. I was on a 12-day trip to New York State to visit my family, and I missed the Spiritborn rollout. And then when I was in New York, my younger brother, tried to convince me that the Earth is flat. And so, I was trying to have some conversation with him, and you'd be surprised at how you seen him on Twitch one day, so you follow them. Oh, right on, dude. Jules is cool. Jules is my man. It's great to see you, buddy. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to see you. What's up, Jay Smith? How are you, man? Thanks for hanging out for a second. So I get into this conversation with my brother. You think Spiritborn isn't going to be there? I know. I think it will be really cool. I think it looks really cool. And I will play one for sure. But it looks like a support class to me, like a healer class. Right on, right on. He locked in on Twitch. Cool, cool. Yeah, no, I think it'd be very cool. I'm excited to play it. It looks awesome, and it looks very interesting and pretty deep. It looks like a better. It looks like what maybe Druid should have been for the in the beginning from the jump. Like they made cool animations, and they cool spirit animal kind of animations, and I'm really excited to play the class. But it looks to me like it's not my wouldn't be my main. You know what I mean? Like I would make a rogue first, and then I would make a barb, and then I would make that. I don't think a Spiritborn will be my first class in season 6. I think I will wait until other people make one and go through all the hell that you have to go through to figure out what's going on, and then I will make one. I will stand on the shoulders of giants. Probably a better move for me. Um. Oh yeah, no. So my my brother thinks the Earth is flat, dude, and no, I wouldn't say he thinks it. He believes it. He believes in his heart that the Earth is flat. And what he really would say is he wants definitive proof one way or another, and he doesn't feel like he's seen definitive proof one way or another. But he believes his eyes, right? So you go to talk to somebody who believes in a flat Earth, and you start to think, well, it's obvious, right? There's a few easy arguments I can make. How do you think seasons happen, right? How do you think gravity happens, right? How do you think there's a couple of really obvious things, night, day and night. They have this whole idea that the Earth is based on some other completely different model. And the one that my brother's trying to sell me is that the North Pole's in the middle. I know, Jules, I know, I know, I know. But there's also an immense amount of coincidental evidence culled from different places that kind of supports a flat earth theory, which is why these people think what they think, right? Like I can say I've been in an airplane and looked out the window and I don't see curvature of the earth. I see a flat horizon. So why would I think the earth is round when I can see with my own eyes that it's flat? And then there's a lot of this conspiracy theory. You have to believe NASA's in on the joke if you're a flat earther. In doing some research, one of the things that they keep coming back to is NASA's evil. They think NASA's evil and that they're in on the conspiracy to keep what's really happening from our knowledge for some reason, whether it's alien technology or whatever they're trying to. NASA has to be in on it somehow. So they think that all the pictures that we've ever seen of Earth from space are either faked or have been computer generated somehow, which I said, of course, if you're taking a 2D picture of a 3D object, you're going to have to use a computer to. It's like it seems obvious, but it's not that obvious to people because it's not necessarily common sense. There's some things you really have to ignore to believe in a flat Earth model. But I mean, there's some really intelligent people on this planet. There's some very bright, smart, otherwise bright, smart people who believe in this. they believe it. And he says, NASA has to keep the money rolling in, so they also have to perpetuate the idea that the Earth is round, so they can keep their budget. I don't knock it, just don't support it. Yeah, me either. And it's like, but I also like, and the only reason I even began to look into it is because this is my brother. I love the little dude. And he believes in it, so I don't want to be just disrespectful and dismissive of him, right? I want to like, okay, let's take a look at how this could possibly be true and see how you could possibly arrive at this conclusion. And knowing my brother, I can see, I can see why he might think that, because he is a person that doesn't see past his own nose on some things, and he doesn't believe it unless he sees it with his own two eyes. And he isn't intelligent enough to understand physics necessarily, or the mathematical equations that go behind physics, like calculus, etc. I'm not even really smart enough to understand calculus. I started to fail math in pre-calc, so I'm not claiming to be a calc or physics major or anything like that. But from what I understand of physics and what I've read about it, I am convinced beyond all shadow of doubt that the Earth is round. And I know that if the Earth was a disk, or if it was some sort of disc-shaped object, that we would have to be able to visit and see it head on. Or I mean to say edge on, like the rings of Saturn. We can see edge on. Hey, Clip, what's up? You've walked into a debate about the Earth being round. How you doing, Clip? Good morning, man. We're talking. I just got back from New York last night, and my little brother in New York, he thinks the Earth is flat, or a disc-shaped item. And so I spent my morning researching flat Earth theory, so I could speak intelligently to my brother about why he is not right. Um, but also because I want to understand why he thinks what he thinks, and why people who are otherwise semi-intelligent people in other ways think that. Like Shaquille O'Neal, if you were to talk to Shaq, you would think Shaq is a pretty bright guy, right? Shaq's made more money on business than he ever did in basketball. He owns many, many businesses. He's a multi-billion millionaire, and he's a very bright guy. And if you talk to him, you'll hear him use vocabulary words that you're like, what the hell did he just say? He's a very bright man, but he believes the earth is flat. He does. And if you ask him why, he's like, every time, exactly, dude. And he's smart in every other way. So that's why I say, like, you can't just poo-poo these people and just wave them off, because A, there's a lot of them, and B, they're otherwise bright people. And so I don't want to just disrespect them just because of that. And my brother's one of them. He's a semi-bright person, but he's got some crazy ideas. And also, he's susceptible to conspiracy theory. And one of the things I notice about conspiracy theorists is this: if they think something could be true, then there's a real propensity to believe that it is, instead of it maybe like applying some critical thinking to it. Like they think, because that could be true, it is. And I'm like, well, it could be true, but there's a whole lot of other evidence that says it's not. Have I told him that birds aren't real? Well, see, he's got an explanation for like everything, dude. These people have thought of a lot of stuff. They've thought of a lot of stuff. The first most obvious things that you would think of, they've thought of, and they've tried to come up with some kind of explanation around it. So they've gotten past all the obvious things like seasons, and their argument falls flat when it comes to gravity. But my brother doesn't believe gravity is birds are spy drones. Well, see, this is the kinds of stuff, but this is the kinds of stuff that I'm afraid he also may think, and believes in alien technology that's being distributed to us and things like that. So so I want to understand how my brother thinks, but also I want to try to help him out of it when it's on stuff like this where he's absolutely crazy. So, but you'd be surprised how tough it is to have a conversation with somebody who's convinced of this and like has done research about it, because he's got answers for things. And I like, if you don't know your science, you could end up feeling a little stupid. Like, I know the earth is round, but I can't explain why. And I know the Earth is round, but I can't explain why. I know how a car works. I can't explain why. I could explain that. But hey, what's up, Zen? How are you, bro? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping through. I just been a while. Hey, JH. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, dude. I just got back from my New York trip. I'm smiling. I'm happy. I hope you are too. You're currently 68 hours into Elden Ring. I am Zen. That's incredible. How are you? How are you doing? Are you enjoying it? Do you like it? You must be if you're playing 68 and are getting deeper and deeper in. On to the DLC. You need to fight Moog. Oh, that's a hard fight, dude. Have I beat Rad has he beaten Radon? He's got to fight Moog, so he's either already fought Radon or he's about to fight Radon as well if he wants to get into the DLC. Got to do both. I beat Radon both when I first played the game. He was one of the toughest fights I had. I did not get Radon first try. I did not. On replay at NG Game 1, I did get him first try. But in new game, first time I did it, it took me many tries to down Radon. And part of the reason for that was because I didn't have Alexander the Jar. I accidentally killed Alexander the Jar in my first playthrough. You've been cheesing with the Godskin. Oh, the Godskin peelers, yeah. Yeah, Radon. So the DLC Radon is very, very, very hard fight. It's the new Millennia fight. It's very difficult. He's huge. He has a lot of mechanics, and they're unpredictable. I have not even gotten to that point in the DLC. But regular. So are you, Jules? When you say that, are you talking about Radon from the regular game or the DLC Radon? I haven't fought DLC Radon either, but I can tell it's going to be an absolute horror story when I do. The original Radon fight is in the original game, and it's also hard. But you can summon a bunch of NPCs that actually do most of the damage in that fight, and so if you know how to continually summon those allies in that fight, you'll win without even touching the boss. All you have to do is know how to dodge phase 2, and you can. Black Knife Tish is OP. I agree. DLC Radon took you 20 tries. He's pretty tough. But you did get him, JH? That's awesome, man. They hold CC, correct? Yep. They do. They hold CC, and you stand back, and if you're a mage, you can just fire spells off. If you're a melee character, you have to have really good RNG with DLC Radon. I see. I'd say that's probably true of most of the new bosses from the DLC, because they all look very difficult. Or way OP build, yeah. But with the DLC, dude, you can't outgear the bosses really. You still have to have some skill to win. Just like in the original game, you couldn't really beat the Elden Beast. You couldn't outlevel the Elden. Well, I guess you could on your first playthrough. You could outlevel it, but still, that fight was really hard. Elden Beast, I had a hard time with that fight, even though I was like level 200 when I fought the Elden Beast the first time, and it took me 3 tries for Elden Beast, but it was hard every time. I barely got it. I got lucky. So anyway, yeah, we were talking about Spiritborn. We're talking about the flat Earth theory and why it's absolutely nuts, but I love my brother, so I have to research it anyway. What Clip? What were your thoughts on Spiritborn? You got to watch the live stream and have had a week to soak it in. What are your thoughts on Spiritborn? My initial reaction to Spiritborn was it looks really cool. I probably will play one, but I probably won't play one like as my first character in season 6. I probably will still make a rogue or a barb first, and then play Spiritborn later in the season. It looks to me like a support class. It looks like perhaps like if they're going to add raids to the game, that would be a good addition for raid support, like healing and maybe some area DPS or a ZDPS character with buffing and healing qualities. That was my initial thoughts on that. Anywho, I want to hop into D4 and see if anybody wants. You watch the 2 and you think it's going to be class down with Druids, Source, B tier. Yeah, why is that though? You would think that they would want to amp that class up in its initial season to get people into it, you know? I would think that they would kind of hype that class and make it at least one build for it that would be S tier so people would dig it and dig into it. I tried playing Diablo 4 this morning for the first time in 2 weeks, and I kept dying, and I got frustrated, and I couldn't figure out why I was dying. It seems like it's still a little in development. Yeah. I noticed that they said that pretty much anything that they're saying at this point is subject to change. So, you know, they reserve the right to make whatever changes they want to it. What'll be interesting will they do a PTR? I agree, JH, 100%. I don't understand how they've gotten away with not doing it that way. Every class should have at least one S tier build. I totally agree. And to be honest with you, I really think each class should potentially have one melee and one ranged S tier build to work with. I'd like to see that, actually. I have lots of Uber bosses, Matt, so people need any more Ubers before the season ends. Thanks, Jules. I'll take that. I'll take an offer on that. If we get anybody that needs Ubers into the group, would appreciate the ability to help anybody with anything at this point. It's pretty late in the season, though. There's only a week left. I got to believe people are jumping ship. I don't see even a whole lot of people in town as much as I had. People are maybe making some characters still. Oh, that's what's going on.
There's a good one.
It's not like that still with druids and sorcerers. Absolutely true. And I would even say it's not like that with necromancers. There's no S tier necro build currently this season. It started off, you had the minion golem build was an S tier build, but they nerfed it with holy bolts, and it's just not as effective without that. You're probably going to quit Diablo till you get Spiritborn? Right on, man. You're going to skip Season 5? Yeah, A tier at best, yeah. You're going to skip Season 5, you think, JH? I'm not going to skip it. I'm still going to try it. I want to see what it's like to farm bosses without having to reset the dungeon. And I really am curious to see what Druid ends up looking like. Like, where does Druid end up in Season 5? Maybe there's viable Druid builds for Season 6 coming through. I'm hoping so. There's a lot of buffs and balances coming. Yes, there absolutely are. Some of them in some really welcome places. I still don't think Twisting Blades is going to be viable, even with all the buffs they've given it recently. Like, they killed Twisting Blades and they haven't really brought it back. They've brought it back to being a B tier build from D. Like, I don't think that's doing much for it. Maybe you've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter, probably dabbling. Yeah, you said that last time, and I looked into Monster Hunter. That's a game I might get into, dude. I could see myself getting into that game. That's a pretty interesting looking. Ooh, I shouldn't see. Why am I dying all of a sudden? I wasn't dying with my bash barb, dude. Bash hoe to bleed. I should probably do that. I don't know why I'm dying all of a sudden, dude. It's kind of irritating me. Why can't I heal right now? I'm not healing. What's going on? Why am I not healing right now? Something's wrong with the game. I can't there. Why couldn't I heal? I went to bleed variant and didn't like it as much. I think I would like bleed because I use it on my whirlwind barb. I want to kill stuff and leave it behind. I don't want to stand there waiting for it to die. You know what I'm saying? For speed runs is what I'm thinking about. It's been an incredibly slow run. It's because this guy is not bleed. I went to bleed variant and did not like it as much. 3k strength for no reason other than outputs more DPS with more strength. It also means you need less armor, but that's another story for another day. Strength gives you armor. Rupture. Now get out. This is not my speedrunning character, and I never got my bash barb to speedrun, dude. He just never was a speedy runner. I never got this guy faster than 3 minutes. Now my whirlwind bleed can do it in 3 minutes, or 2 even sometimes. Yeah, that's alright. You're going to be overcapped by some. There's no making it perfect. It's better to be over by 1,500 than under by 50. Let's kill these dudes, please. I'm not healing. What is up with this dude? Is my healing button? What is not working with my healing button? What is up with this? My healing button is not working, and I've got to figure out why. Alright, well, I was able to finish it. That's sad. Monster Hunter is hard in endgame. What makes it hard in endgame? You know what? None of my buttons are working. Oh, I know why. My Noom lock is not on. Well, I just figured that problem out. I knew I wasn't healing. I'm like, why am I not healing? Oh, well, none of my buttons are turned on for healing. Herder. They are in on it. My brother thinks Russia and China are in on hiding the fact that the Earth is flat from the rest of the world. Because I'm like, because this whole thing is like they want the New World Order. They, quote unquote, want us to think the Earth is round when it's really flat. And I'm like, well, what's the benefit? Like, it seems like a lot of trouble to go to guard a meaningless secret. Like, who cares? Okay, if it's flat, so what? Where are we going to go? It's still the same finite area. You played it a bit when it came out. Let's take a look at Monster Hunter. Let's take a quick look at Monster Hunter. Oh, I have to update Steam? Boo. Next 2 games I'm investing in are going to be BO3 for custom zombie maps and BO6 for new zombies. The next game I invest in is going to be Baldur's Gate 3. Pretty sure. There's no reason for me to not have played that game. Monster Hunter World. Let's take a look at gameplay. Oh, do I have the sound turned off? Is every fight in this game like a boss fight, dude? It seems like every fight in this game is like a boss fight. Yeah. So what comes in between exploration? Because the game looks cool. Look at that. I mean, the game looks cool. There's no question about. Does the game look cool? Yes, it does. There's no question about it. Open world engagement type stuff. Got it. All reviews very positive. Recent reviews very positive. Game's been out for 7 years. The DLC is much better.
An incredible effect on other life in
When
the
was
new
the
world.
most recent DLC put out?
That is no island.
Hunters, fight hard and stay smart.
I can't leave yet. Not when there's work to be done.
Iceborne. Okay, cool. Anything with dragons in it got my attention. Saber-tooth tiger. Oh, that's sick. Tell the graphics are just a tiny bit last gen. It'll look cool on my 4K monitor, that's for sure. Josh, what's up, man? Welcome back. We're just checking out Monster Hunter, dude. It's like this is like an advertisement for Monster Hunter. Game launched on Xbox One originally, okay. This is a PC port. I wonder if there's mods for it. We got Shane and Josh back. The only one we don't have in the house is Alpha. Look, there is mods for it. Cool. Look at this. Firefights. Are these fights as hard as they look? They look really hard. Those fights look really hard. Josh, you've been busy, man. You've been doing a lot of stuff with Clip, huh? Oh, you get all this bonus stuff if you sign up early. Too late. Buy Monster Hunter World Digital Deluxe. Oh, so that has... This has all of it. Iceborne Master Edition, Has all of the different deluxe kits and whatever. Yeah, man, that's awesome. He's been very, very busy in his streams, hasn't he? He's had a lot of people. He got rated by Rob2628. That's insane, dude. Wow. Wow. Probably mostly cosmetics. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Interesting. I'm interested in this game. Yeah, so I wasn't aware that I mean I saw you say it. That was crazy, dude. How many people was he rated with? It was cool just being in there when you're happy. Yeah, but you were with him. 600 people. Rob almost always has 1,000. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen him with as many as 2,300, 2,400 people. In the beginning of the season, he ends up having a lot more. Than later in the season, it gets a little quiet. But that's pretty amazing, dude. Hey, Rebel Patriot Angel, what's up? Great to see you. You and Wolf. Hopefully, you guys can both see. Hey, what's up, Wolf? Great to see you, man. You were just keeping Clip alive while he was talking. Yeah. That's amazing, dude. Huge international audience for Clip's stream. Lately, he's been doing less interesting things on stream. Well, yeah, there's less to do at this point of the season. You mean Rob? Either way, that's epic. Wolf is coming in under his. Okay, awesome. Thank you. How are you, Rebel Patriot Angel? We just got back from our trip yesterday. Rob, yeah, Rob. Good, good. What's up? What's up, Wolf? Great to see you too. Glad to see you both. Happy Wednesday. What have you two been up to? I haven't really seen you guys in a long while. You've both been really busy and playing other games and stuff. I see Wolf's been playing that other first-person shooter game. Great to see you guys. I just came back from New York last night. We drove across Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, and part of New York, obviously, to get there. And, driving across Pennsylvania is like, whew, that's a long, you're in Pennsylvania for a good long 5.5 hours. Ohio is probably about 3. He's been teaching you to play how to play a bunch of games, Rebel Patriot Angel. So you guys have been playing together. That's awesome. Everyone's been on the First Ascendant lately. I checked it out, but I didn't get it. I think Rich has been playing a lot of that. Rich has been playing First Ascendant. He was in earlier. Yeah, it's so great to see all of you guys hanging out. Thank you for being here. It's great to see you guys again. Honestly, doesn't pique your interest as a third-person shooter, Jules? Or as a PvE game? What games have you guys been playing, Rebel Patriot Angel? I can't wait for the new Diablo season. Me either, buddy. It's a week away. We're only a week away from the new season. JH says he's probably going to skip Season 5. I'm not going to skip it. I'm going to play it. It should be interesting. Not too big on FPS, third-person shooters. Right on. I can't play Fortnite anymore for the same reason. Racing is Fortnite, Borderlands, and racing. Okay, so Fortnite is great third-person PvP. Borderlands, are you playing Borderlands 1, 2, or 3? I'm ready for Season 5. For real. All Borderlands 1, 2, and 3. That's awesome. I love Borderlands series. That's one of my favorite series, but again, I have to take Dramamine to play it. Otherwise, I get, dizzy and knocked out. You have Gears of War 4 and 5, but you're not into multiplayer. But JH, you'll probably do a build on Barber Rogue for season 5. Right on. Right on. Yeah, don't skip season 5, bro. What's up, Faceless? It's great to see you, man. Welcome. I've just come back from New York. I've been gone for like a week and a half. You played all the Gears games? I've never played any of them. What's up, Faceless? Great to see you, man. We're getting all the old school folks hopping through today. All my old school peeps coming through. I'm really glad to see all of you. Thanks for popping in. Faceless, what have you been up to, man? Are you still playing D4, or are you taking the rest of the season off? We're just talking about what we're playing right now. Definitely making a few barbs, a rogue, a sorcerer, and whatever else comes to mind. Deadpool, what's up, Deadpool? How are you, man? Great to see you. I watch your stream all the time, bro. Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate you, brother. Yeah, let me put this. I think you came back from New York looking 10 years younger. Thanks for saying so. I think I feel older, man. Being around all my family makes me feel older. Because they're all younger than me. My brothers and sisters are younger than me. And then I have my niece and nephews, and they're all kids. So everybody there is younger than me except my mom. Mine sees clearer, definitely. I definitely feel clearer. I feel more clear. Thank you for saying so. You know what happens is, dude, I live in the city, and I have a lot of interaction with other people, which doesn't work out that great for me because it stresses me out. Like, I've got to put a face on for other people. And when I'm around strangers like I am in Chicago all the time, like I leave my house, I have all neighbors in the building I live in, there's people on the street, there's all kinds of interactions with other people, and I've got to maintain a face for all of that, and it makes me tired, dude. It stresses me out and makes me tired. And when I go back to New York, I don't have nearly the number of interactions with people because it's upstate New York. I'm not in the city. I'm in the suburbs. And so and a lot less interaction with people, a lot less contact with people. And the people that I am interacting with is my family, who I'm a lot more comfortable, I don't have to like put on a face for. What's up? What's up, NBA Edits? How are you doing, man? Great to see you. Thanks for coming back. Love it, man. All my people are hopping through here today. That's awesome. What's up, NBA? How are you? Just talking about my trip a little bit. So I got to work's been busy. That's usually a good thing. Hopefully work at being busy is good for you. If you work for yourself, work being busy is great. If you work for somebody else, work being busy can be not a good thing. So I hope it's good for you, bro. So yeah, I got to relax some and let my guard down a little bit and not worry about being on display so much. And so I feel a little bit clearer and a little bit calmer coming back, for sure. It went great, man. I went to see Wolverine versus Deadpool with my niece and nephews in a drive-in theater. Who's been to a drive-in movie in the last 5 years? Raise your hand. I kind of like not working, just don't like not having as much adult money. I'm with you on that one, Jules. I'm in the same exact boat. Wolverine and Deadpool was amazing. So I love going to the drive-in movie, but the only challenge with it was I couldn't hear perfectly. I couldn't hear everything in crystal clear, and I couldn't hear because in that movie it's all the little banter. That makes the movie great, So I missed a lot of the jokes. I missed a lot of little funny moments and stuff. You have 2 different ones within 5 minutes of you, Josh. That's awesome. Do you go very often? Jules, you should go, man. I'm telling you, it's a trip. It's fun. You'll have a good time. Take your significant other or your kid. Yeah, with the kids, dude. My sister-in-law knows how to do it right. She brought blankets and chairs And like I had my SUV, so I opened up the hatchback, and the kids laid in the back of the hatchback, and she had blankets for them, and she had snacks all lined up and soda and all kinds of cool stuff. So we were in, it was all about the experience. It wasn't even the movie. It was a great movie, don't get me wrong, but it was just about the hang. That made it great. The last time you went to a drive-in was in California when Lion King came out. That's awesome. You put an air mattress in the back of the truck for the kids. Right on, man. I'm telling you, Jules, you'll have a good time if go look up the closest drive-in movie theater and take your significant person there this weekend or maybe Thursday night feature or something like that. You'll have a really good time. Obviously it's good to do in the summer too. It's a really good summertime thing to do. Bonsai Miggs, what's up, man? How are you? Happy Wednesday. Um, so yeah, we did that. We went miniature golfing. There's another thing. Who's been miniature golfing in the last 5 years? Raise your hand. um, Miniature golfing is a trip with my niece and nephews because they're extremely competitive with one another. Like, no surprise. I bet you had anybody that has kids probably went miniature golfing in the last 5 years, hopefully. And if you haven't, shame. Shame. Actually went last summer, right on. So miniature golfing, another great way to spend a Saturday afternoon. That's what we did Saturday. We went miniature golfing, and this place had some pretty cool holes, but my niece and nephews are just super competitive with each other, and they love to bicker. They bicker with each other. My niece took my nephew's golf ball and threw it across the entire golf course, just stuff like that. So, it was funny, but we had a good time. And and it's fun watching them. Yeah, oh my God, like, yeah, who's better? Who's got the best score? Absolutely have to. Oh, Wolf, you got to try it, dude. You got to try miniature golfing. It's a hoot. It's a ride. What's up, Deadpool? Thanks for coming in, man. I watch your stream all the time, dude. I keep seeing Deadpool pop up, and then he disappears. Like, I want that guy to know I watch his stream. So, yeah, let me log out and get back on the Whirlwind Bar. So we did that. We went go-kart riding. Now, I didn't actually go in the go-karts because my back probably would not have liked that very much. Hey, tiny time. Tiny. I'm out of practice. Josh doesn't do go-karts. You're like 6'5", aren't you? You don't do go-karts. You're too tall. I would have done it. They go fast, too. Thanks, man. They go fast, too. They go like 30, 35 miles an hour. I was impressed with. They weren't like little chintzy. My back's too messed up for go-karts, too. Yeah, I get sciatica, and like I wasn't trying to mess with it. But my sister-in-law went with my nephew, and they had a really good time, and they were whipping around. And again, they're both really competitive with each other. I guess my sister-in-law used to race cars when she was actual raced cars when she was younger. So when it comes to getting behind a wheel, I need a stretcher off the track. It was a great race for Jules, but we had to stretcher him off the track afterwards. Yeah. Same for me, dude. I have a good excuse. I don't know if you're old as me, but I have a good excuse. I'm an old man. I can get away with saying my back and my knees. But I think after watching them do it, I had a little bit of FOMO, dude. You're not old, but you feel old. Well, try to keep your youth about you as long as you can. And one good way to do it is spend time around kids. You're only 38, but you feel 50. How do you know you feel 50? You don't know what it feels like to be 58. I'm just messing, dude. But Jules, do you have any kids around you, like nieces or nephews or kids of your own? Because if you want to keep young, if you want to feel young and be feeling young, the way to do it is spend time around little kids. Because they will make sure you... Oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah. They make you feel young, those little nieces and nephews. You have no youth around you at the moment. Yeah, that's what makes you feel old, dude. That's why you need some youth in your life. That's what's making you feel old. Youth does it. It does amazing things for you. I had to ask my nephew what skibbity was, and he laughed at me, and he's like, I don't know. I was like, dude, okay, I got a question for you. What's skibbity? He's like, I don't know. They don't want you to know the language, dude. So they went go-kart riding, and we went to this pancake and waffle house for dinner. And it was amazing, dude. All right, I got to show you the picture. Of this giant meal that my niece got. Look at this thing. Let me see. Can you see that waffle stack? Look at that thing, dude. Here, let me move it here. Look at that waffle stack. 2 waffles sandwiched in ice cream with fried Oreos and cheesecake on top. That's what she got. And then my nephew's got a similar thing. Let me see if I can get that in front of both cams. Hard to see, but let me see if I can get a zoom in on it. A double stack. And theirs had like apple pie. No, she did not eat the whole thing. She ate about half of it, and my youngest nephew helped her with some of it too. But she put a pretty good dent in it, and my nephew did not eat. They only ate about half of those stacks, dude. Those things were ridiculously high. Those were high stacks. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And they had a good time doing it too. I got churro French toast. French toast dipped in churro, like a churro batter. So it was crispy. Oh, it was so good. It was so good, but it gave me heartburn. Really bad, and it lasted for days. Now, it's not like I don't eat fried food. I eat fried food. But this was something else, man. This just got me. I don't think if I smoked all the grass in the world, I could finish something of that. Well, you have to try that. That's something I would absolutely love to try, both of those things. Smoke all the grass that you could, and then try to eat one of those things. That's funny. Kind of adult themes, but I'm okay with it. It's funny. So we had this giant stacks, and so they have. There's another weird thing about my brother and his wife and their kids. They live on a road. They live on a dirt road set way back. No, it's okay, Jules. I'm laughing. It's great. They live on a dirt road that's up this long hill. Like if I drove you from the main road to where my brother's house is, about halfway there, you'd think I was taking you someplace to kill you and bury you in the woods. That's how isolated this place is. It's way up a hill, and then you go through a little tunnel of trees, and then there's another big hill, and it's way set back away from everybody. And my brother doesn't want to live near. I think his goal is to not live near society at all if he could get away with it. He does have some neighbors, but they're not that close. He has a big piece of property, and he's loving life, totally so secluded. He loves that. Yeah, That's his thing, dude. So, and they have, because they live so far away from everybody else like that, they are able to do a lot of farm stuff. Like they have chickens, they have goats, they raise their own eggs, they have 2 dogs, they have ducks, they have rabbits. So my sister-in-law just absolutely loves doing all this animal stuff. So she's got chickens, goats, like the whole deal, and it's crazy. The chickens, when you drive up to their place, you go to walk in the front door, all the chickens come out. There's like 20 chickens around you. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like they have a very different way of living. But it's cool. They make it work. They love it. And it is very secluded and isolated and away from everything else. And then my brother's got his own business. He's got his own tow truck and automotive and body shop. So he does towing and auto body. He has a couple contracts with the police, believe it or not, for picking up from accidents and things like that. And he works for AAA and a couple of other different things. So he's got a lot going for him. And all of this, he does very well for himself, and he believes the earth is flat. That's right. He honestly, in his heart, believes the earth is flat. And so that's why I was doing some research before the show, trying to understand why he thinks the earth is flat. Well, he thinks it's disc-shaped, actually. He believes that the North Pole is in the middle, and all the continents are around it, and then Antarctica is a giant ice wall around the whole edge of the planet that we're not allowed to go beyond because of the military, quote unquote, is not letting us. Wolf, I'm just telling you, I was just talking about my younger brother who, despite having a pretty successful life for himself, believes the earth is flat. And it's very difficult to talk to him about it because he's very defensive. And he spent about an hour and a half trying to convince me of why the earth was flat when I went over his house the other night. And I was like, dude, there's lots of evidence pointing to a potential for a flat earth, but that doesn't mean that it is flat. It just means that it could be. It isn't, but it just means that it could be. Just because something could be true doesn't mean that it is. And I think a lot of conspiracy thinking that's where it ends up, like, because it could be true, then it must be true. And then there's usually some people that don't want you to know. That's his other thing, is the NASA is in on this big conspiracy to keep the idea of a flat earth a secret. They don't want us to know that the earth is flat. He feels that he's never been told the truth about it. So that's where we're at. And now he's sending me on a regular basis posts from podcasts and flat earth theory and all kinds of stuff that I have to refute so I can keep my brother in the realm of reality somehow. And he means well. He's a good guy, too. He means well, but, man, a flat earth. And we're having this conversation in front of his kids. I'm like, you want your kids to think the earth is round, don't you? That's what most people think. Don't you want your kids to think the earth is round? They've been taught in school the earth is round. We've been all taught. Yeah, I don't know, man. We talked about gravity. We talked about why water spirals down instead of going straight down. We talked about gravity. That's the biggest thing for me, is the gravity. You can't get past gravity, dude. can't argue your way past gravity. And gravity on Earth in particular and how it works. There's a very specific way gravity works on Earth, and we understand it very well, and we've proven it with theorems and mathematical formulas. I know, Josh. I know, buddy. I know, man. But there's a lot of people. You'd be surprised at how many very otherwise bright people think and believe these things. I was surprised to see the number of pilots who think the Earth is flat. Pilots, literal pilots, who have been up there and think the Earth is flat. And that's another thing my brother says. If a pilot thinks the Earth is flat, why wouldn't I not? Aluminum foil hat and my phone book armor. Oh, brother. Whoa. Come on, Chief Marauder. No Stygian stones. Oh, I'm full on obols again. Yeah, so yeah, I've got to fight the aluminum tinfoil hat conspiracy theories and exactly right, man. My phone book body armor, and I've got to protect my wallet from the brain waves of other people, so they don't hack into my wallet mentally and steal from me, and all the other crazy things that go along with the conspiracy theory thinking. Oh, man. My poor bro. What was I doing? Oh, I had to spend. Spend on the holy bolts because they'll be gone soon. There's no holy bolts in Season 5. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. Nothing good fell in that group. So yeah, man. That's where we're at. We're back, and we're back to some Diablo 4, and I have too many of them, to be honest. You have 399 stacks. Holy crow. That's crazy, dude. Where am I with the Stygian stones? I've got a grand total of 3, I want to say. I might have some on my rogue, too. I don't know. Let me go look. Let me go look. Rogue. Here we go. Starting to clip a little bit. You have 74 stones. Gee whiz, dude. I'm pretty sure I'm running out of stones. Yeah, everything's glitching out. Sometimes Twitch software doesn't like TikTok software doesn't like the game software. Lots of pits in the last few weeks. How much neat iron do you have stored up, Jules? Come on. Not much at all into rerolls. Why can't I open my bags? What is up with the bags? There it goes. No, I don't have any more stones. Yeah, technology can be a little bit difficult at times. Wow, 5.8K likes, you guys. Holy crap, thank you. What division am I even in? All right. So I'm gonna close the game out for a minute because I don't want to play while it's lagging like that. And there's not a whole lot to do in D4 anyhow. So I was gonna check out D3 actually. I still was working on my Demon Hunter in D3. I just want to get out of this game because it's taxing the system. There, this should be better now. All right. Now we're better. No more glitchy. I wonder if D3 will do the same thing. I should be a lot less demanding. So, who of you have brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law, brothers and sisters who are in one way or another difficult? Best way I could put it. And if you don't want to go on the record with it, that's okay too. You don't have to say anything. What GPU? How much RAM? I have a 3080 Ti and I have 128 gigabytes of RAM. So I have a good card, but it's not a 4th gen. But I have a very good 3rd gen card, and I have more RAM than I'll ever use. My sister-in-law, it's her way or no way. Oh, great.
What should I train?
Oh, great. I love it. Does need to be 4000 series or does not? When I try to run Streamlabs, which is where you stream to Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, the 3080 was the best. The 3080 Ti it's a really good card, man. The 3090 is a great card too. Does not. Okay. Yeah. No, I have a very good card. I have a very good computer. My computer I bought in 2020, I want to say. Uh, it might have been 2019. Let's do an about this computer. I thought I did it, but I guess not. There you go. i9, 10, 850K, 360. I used to have it overclocked, but I run it at 3.6. I used to have it overclocked to 5.2, but it wasn't as stable as I wanted it to be, so I dialed it back. There's your 128 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, I can't remember when I got this computer. It was probably 2021. No, it couldn't have been. Let me see. I have some proof of when I got it. Oops. Everything's happening slow. There we go. All right, so where are my Fortnite screen captures? So I started Fortnite capping in 2018. No, that can't be right. That's right. I was playing Fortnite before I got this computer. But the quality of the stream of these videos that I've captured gets much, much better at some point. You run a Ryzen 9 5900X at 4.8 gig. You also have the 3080 right on. You have the Asus version. I have the NVIDIA original version of the card. CR7 is best. What's up, man? How are you? Goat. Let's take a look at these Fortnite captures because I'll be able to tell, I think, when everything changes. Yeah, you can see how the old graphics.
Don't ever do that again. That was very mean of you. To shoot that at me. Danny, I don't know where you are, but you're really close. Oh, snap! It's going by itself. Did you just kill him? Huh, I'm in pause. I need materials, bro. I literally have none.
This is what my nephew is playing with me.
I can hear
Yeah,
him somewhere,
Founders
but I
Edition,
don't see him.
exactly.
Wait, Danny, are you invisible? Alright.
2019. This would be an interesting way to spend a few minutes looking back through some of my old Fortnite screen captures. Now, Wolf left the building. This would be his cup of tea, I think, to see some of these old highlights. I have some good old highlights. Look at how many recordings I have here. Ah, my friend Rob. This must be a clutch. There's no other reason I would save this. See, I can build and edit okay. I'm not a total loser at Fortnite. This was back in the day, though, man. You can tell this was a while ago. Look at I'm getting 165 frames. But this is exactly what you guys said you didn't want to see or play, right? First-person shooters. Third-person shooters. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty here. The end of the game. You kids are on one today? Right on. I have a feeling we lose this game, if I remember this correctly. Oh, there's a knock. Dummy. Nope. Oh, thanks, Jules. Let's see if I can find some good snipes. Let's see. There's usually... Oh, yeah, I remember this one. I'll back it up here because there's some good snipes in this one. Some good play. This is... I lose this battle here. There's want to say there's like 5 of us left. There's a nice shot. And there's a guy off to my right that I didn't even know about. Ow. Well, that was almost the end of me right there. Way up high. I'm in the advantage right here. I should win this game, but I don't. There's a one-shot headshot. Oh, that was the last highlight I got from this one because I ended up losing this game. You can't build for anything. So do you play on mouse keyboard, Josh, or do you play on a joystick? Because I can't do anything on a joystick in Fortnite. I have to play mouse keyboard, and I do all my building and editing with my right hand. It's all on my mouse hand. It's all here. It's all in these buttons on the side of my mouse. Why can't I get that in camera shot where I want it? See those side buttons? They're all thumb buttons on the side of my mouse. Should get it in here really good. It shouldn't be this hard. Those are my building buttons. You play on controller. That's the hardest. I think the hardest way to play the game is on controller because you have to play claw. I don't have a controller handy, or I demonstrate. Yes, I do. Because you would need to play claw style on the buttons like this. It's impossible to not play claw. You use your ring finger on the trigger. You use your middle finger on the button. You will only play Fortnite on no builds. Yeah, Josh, you should get a 12. But if you're really serious, when I got serious about Fortnite, because I really wanted to be good at Fortnite, I tried to be very good at Fortnite. That was a game I put a lot of energy and effort into to try to get good. And I went from rank amateur to above average good player when I switched to mouse keyboard. And when I got my upgraded computer that got me the frames per second that I needed to be able to play, it made me so much better, dude. If you're serious about playing Fortnite well at all, teach yourself to play on mouse keyboard and get yourself a G600 mouse like this with buttons on the side that you can program to whatever you want them to. All my building and all my editing is on my thumb. It's the only way that I could do it, but once I figured it out, once I set myself up, I took off. And then I got to be able to do some good, interesting, fun things in the game. Such as, why isn't it listing this way? View tiles. Interesting. See, I stopped playing like a year ago. I haven't been playing since about a year ago. Since March, it's actually a year. It's a year and a quarter since I've been playing this game at all regularly.
Not
You
close
could.
enough to it. Gotta get them clean with this build.
Why am I focused on? Yeah, I was gonna say, focused on that bow.
Oh, here he comes. He's using one of those bows too, huh?
Yep.
He's healing.
He left. He bowed out a second time.
Oh shit.
It's not you, is it?
Yeah. I had to move.
Toward me. There, I think.
I'm in big trouble.
Yeah, come if you can come around the back toward me.
I think they know I'm there.
We're in another fight. Let's go. Let's go get in.
In this fight? Or oh yeah.
No,
That's what
yeah.
I say. Get out of it. I
Yeah.
understand.
Sorry. Bush.
That was fun, Dad. Got me to get away. I hate not having the damn DMR, man. Rocket launcher.
I want to shockwave bow these people into the storm. I've never gotten to do that. I really want to nail somebody and knock them into the storm.
Still 5 teams with but 8 people. There's a lot of yellow. Well, that's right. I forget that happens in these multiplayer.
I wonder if we win this.
Got a crown last time. A victory.
Plus, it's towards the end.
A lot
of
of
the
singles.
season. There's not that many people playing. So
Us and a bunch of singles.
still out there, crowning it up.
I don't think so because I don't record
There's
very
people
much.
right inside here,
Where?
inside this box.
I got a
Light it
rocket
up.
launcher, man.
Let's light it up. That didn't work out. They went forward. Now they're over here. Oh man.
Yeah, slap juice. It was a year ago.
I got chug
It's
splash.
good stuff.
Yeah, I'm just drinking these.
I used to love it.
I'm right with you. Okay.
Need him?
Oh no,
Oh,
no.
we're getting
We're gonna
killed.
get.
No, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
No.
All right.
Well, look, man.
Yeah, we're good.
The blue color went away, man.
I'm recording that.
We're good. We're good. Blam. They just put Med Mist back in? Yeah. The game today includes a lot of car stuff, and I'm not into that at the end game. You know, I want the end game to be about gunplay, and they have a lot of car stuff going on. What's this, sir? This looks like a win for me. It's me and 2 other guys here. Why am I not? Yeah. It's not building what I want it to build. Me and 2 other guys? Yeah. I think I get the win here. Got that win. Me and 1 other guy now. Oh, I guess I didn't get the win because there's only 1 kill in there. Reminds me, I've seen a lot of car stuff this summer, like rocket launcher on cars. Yeah, that's what they're doing. It's like, it's all that. A Goku power that was actually epic power. Yeah, that was actually very cool. I like that. You know, the gimmicks like that in the game often bother me because they're not gunplay, and they usually end up like being a factor in the game. and I would rather the game be decided by gunplay. You know, the gaming end. The end game should be, to me, on gunplay, not on a special item, not on cars. I think I end up killing this guy before he can land. Yeah. I love it. It's an 8-year-old game. They're running out of ideas. Yeah, no doubt, man. They're definitely doing a lot of stuff to like keep it's hard to make this game feel fresh. Boy, I'm getting a little bit of sick just watching these clips. Is getting to me. Let me see if there's any other good one. Solo VR final kill. It's me and one other guy here. How's that possible? Oh, there's a win for me. I kind of miss this game, but I don't miss it at the same time. You just downloaded the Jedi Fallen Order to play again in Jedi Survivor. Right on, man. You know what I haven't done yet is I haven't watched this week's House of the Dragon. I'm behind. Let's see what happens here. I think I win. Me and 2 other souls. Ow, hey. There's my shooting. This guy tries to third party me. He runs out of ammo. I'm like, what, really? Well, he was a lousy shot. I should have won. I should have lost that game. That should not have been a win for me. Jedi Fallen Order. I think Survivor should be good. Right on, man. Jedi Fallen Order. Is that on Steam? Yeah, there it is. So how are these Jedi, these Star Wars games? I like Star Wars. A dub is a dub regardless.
We've lost.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
The Empire's hunting Jedi survivors. Val, they know who you are.
I can't change the past.
Are these Star Wars games more about the story or the gameplay?
But I'm done hiding.
Cal Kestis.
They did a really good job.
You will always struggle.
Joystick game,
The
yeah.
choice to keep fighting that makes us who we are.
Is it a linear game, Jules? Because of that, is it like you play from beginning to end and you just have kind of a linear storyline on it? Interesting. The gameplay looks cool. Is this the one I just watched?
Who are you people?
It fades into Survivor sequel right on.
Okay, shut that thing off and grab some seat.
know you don't trust me. But we have a common enemy. And a common cause.
Interesting.
He's searching for something. Something very precious to the Empire. We're done hiding, Cal.
Cal, the main NPC in this game, is Ethan. Shameless, right on.
Are you with us?
We're in.
All right, where we going next?
So, is the Star Wars universe and understanding what is happening in it? Yeah, I like Star Wars.
Not from the Empire. Not from the dark side. Not from me.
This is Menudo and I watch all of the Star Wars series. We're currently watching the Acolyte, which I think might have been the season finale of last week, wasn't it? For Acolyte? Pretty sure. And I have to watch House of the Dragon from Sunday. I'm behind on my House of the Dragon. If you like Star Wars, for sure you'll like that game. Well, I'll put it on my wish list, man. Very positive reviews, both recent and total. It's been out 4 or 5 years. If you have Game Pass, they're both on there for free to play. I do. Oh, that's awesome. I do have Game Pass. So I can actually... Oh, you know what, though? I don't think I can stream it on Game Pass. I can only... I can't play Game Pass. I can't stream Game Pass games on live stream. I can only live stream the games I own on the Xbox. You can on Twitch. I could on Twitch too, but then I wouldn't be using a cam. Not on TikTok for real. Yeah. Or well, the only way it could be I could just like set up my camera on my phone manually to record the TV set, you know, and then play on my Xbox and record it that way. Then I wouldn't have a cam, but it would still be cool. Interesting. Totally would play this on controller. Totally would play this on controller. Yeah. The Star Wars Jedi game. I don't see how you could use a lightsaber without using a controller. You can play Game Pass games on PC, yes. But what happens is my Xbox is in the other room over there. So if I want to play Xbox on my computer, I have to stream it over here. So I can stream my games that I own onto here. But when you're playing Game Pass games, you're streaming the Game Pass game, and I can't stream a Game Pass game to my stream, if that makes any sense. Like I can play Game Pass on PC, like I could play it over here. I don't know, you know what? I don't think I can. You can play Game Pass on PC? How, Jules? How can you play your Game Pass games on PC? I need to know that. I don't know how you can do that. You have to tell me how to do it. I have the Xbox app. Here's the Xbox app. Download Game Pass on PC. I have it. Go to Game Pass. Okay, I'm in it. All right, let's say I want to play Star Wars. and download the game. Oh, you have to download the game onto your Xbox. Yeah, that's the part that I wasn't doing. You have to download it. Okay. I'll download it. That's the part I wasn't doing. I was trying to stream the game and stream playing it. So where is Star Wars? What's it called again? Jedi Survivor. Jedi Fallen Order. Jedi Fallen Order. All right, so I go here, and then I install it. Before you can play Electronics Arts games, you have to do the EA. I have an EA account. It's screw EA. I'm not going to do it right now, but I could totally do this, and now I know how to. Yeah. That's all right. That's okay. I'm willing to do that. I'm just not going to do it right now. But that's how you do it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to know. Because I know I can stream games I know I can play here and stream remote play. Now I can play anything that's on my Xbox. This is how I've been playing Elden Ring online. What's up, Modest? How are you, man? Great to see you. I'm back, you know. So now I have my Xbox. I can play any of my Xbox games. Cloud from the Xbox, yeah, but the way but I could not, yes, I've been away for like 2 weeks, dude, but I'm back now, yeah. It was a great trip. I cannot stream Game Pass games to this. I have to do it the way you said and install it. You have to install it. You can't stream it to the stream, if you know what I mean. Right. But you have to install. But I will install those Star Wars games, dude. I want to try them. That'll be cool. Maybe we'll play some Star Wars before we get to the new season of Diablo 4. I almost said Diablo 5. There's some wishful thinking. I just noticed I got a nice chat in Twitch a long time ago from somebody. First time chatter, but they're selling me something. Can you install an external hard drive then stream? That's a great question. I don't know. I think yes, but the point of that, Modest, would be to install an external hard drive so that I could install all those games, and then I could definitely stream them if they were installed. Yes, absolutely. That's what you're probably going to be on for the next week. D4 is fun, but stale now that the season's almost over. I totally agree. And as you can see, I played Super Mega Baseball recently. I played this game Hexic that I like. I played NHL 23 with my buddy. I played golf with him as well. Elden Ring, of course. I played Xbox 3. Hey, what's this about Xbox 360 being retired? Let's take a look at that news. That's worth talking about. Xbox 360 retired. After nearly 20 years, Xbox 360 has been retired. Its digital storefront, which opened alongside the console's launch, is now closed. Microsoft previously announced the marketplace would be shut down late last year, so they left it up. External or internal, you still have to install the game's PC port to play it on PC. Yes, Jules. Jules and Modest. Yeah, Modest. I'm so sorry to hear you're having trouble getting Ubers, dude. But Jules will help you. He has got some Zier runs. You should be able to get some help with that. And if not, I'll help you too. Merely say the word. He's got tons of mats. Right on. He's got the mats. Oh, my run speed is just dead. Run speed is dead, folks, in D3. This is the fastest game I own. But my run speed on my DH is really slow. Oh, gosh.
What should I say?
Right on, Jules. Thanks for helping. I really appreciate that, and I'm sure Modest will too. You have a Dutch D3 for years. Oh, it's so good, man. I really feel that D3 has withstood the test of time. It's still a very viable game. It's a very good game. What difficulty do I have on? Torment 3? I think I'm going to make it even easier. And let's see what this does now. Should be able to. Oh, yeah. Zoom out. I forget what I'm doing sometimes in this game now. Temple of the Firstborn is what we want.
Not enough hatred.
There's a kill streak. It's really what we're going for, is nice long kill streaks. And he wandered through to the city of St. John's. Jules, you're still at work. You're still at work, Modest? Oh, man.
My hatred is too low.
Pull off a kill streak here. Pretty good. $73. 96, and that got us a level. Just doing some more editing on PC, watching these, so shoot me a message and we'll work. Okay, perfect. Thank you for helping out, Jules. I'll be on later, too. I don't know what I'll be doing, actually. I'm feeling really tired from my drive. It's like fatigue today. feeling kind of fatigued. I spent all day yesterday in the car. We got up at 7 a.m. We got back here at 7 p.m. And I've been feeling kind of spent ever since. Jules, thanks for helping Modest out. I really appreciate that, man. Whoa. I can't move. Can't move. Well, this is going to be the enemy here. Yep. Say there's no way I'm surviving that. I'm gonna die. Can't get out. Oh, there we go. I was able to get out. You drove from Houston, Texas to Cleveland in 21 straight hours. That is a long drive, dude. That's longer than what I did. My drive was about 12 hours. Very doable. And I admit, as soon as I sat down here, I started feeling it, man. I felt tired. Uh-oh. Yeah, I knew I wouldn't be able to do this. Demon Hunter, that's right. I came into this fulminated reality knowing I would not be able to do it. I just came in anyway. I'm alright with not being able to do it. I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm not going to force my way through. I opened the season with a Necromancer and Witch Doctor because they're both very fun to play. I leveled my Necromancer to about 45. I leveled my Witch Doctor to probably about the same. The corpse explosion on Necro is so much fun, dude. It's very OP for leveling. What is hitting me? Am I bleeding? Yeah, this is going to be way too much. You were disappointed with Demon Hunter. I love Demon Hunter. It's my favorite class. You played an assassin in D2, loved it. I would normally have played an assassin in D2, but I played Barbarian instead. I decided to revive in town. Because I'm not really taking any games too seriously today. I'm just trying to have fun and like hang out with you guys. I don't feel like getting too seriously into any games today. Because again, I'm like real tired, so you're new to Diablo, right on. You only started your Diablo adventures in D4 Season 4. Oh, okay. You missed all the hard stuff. You missed all the unsavory stuff, dude. You missed all the bad tasting. So when Diablo 4 first came out, When it very first came out, Jules, it came out to very scathingly bad reviews. I don't know if you know that. You have an old PC with a level 99 D2 assassin. That is so cool, Modest. You did. You missed all the. Okay, so you were aware of the bad reviews and all of the difficulty that surrounded the launch of the game, and it got better and better with each season. But season 4 is by far the best season. Probably why you didn't touch it for a year. And it's a shame that you got, because there was still a lot of fun to be had in the game. It's not like the game was so bad that it couldn't be had. Like, there was still fun to be had in Diablo 4. Especially Season 2 was very good. The season of the Artificer, the AOZ, was great. Abattoir of Zir is what I meant to say, the season of the Abattoir. Abattoir of Zir was a very good end-game mechanic. It was a lot of fun to play into. D3 was not that great. Season 3 was not that great. Season 1 was not that great. Season 2 was very good. Season 4 was very good. How the game is now is how it should have been released. I agree with you, Modest. And I would even go as far as to say there's still a few things not in the game that really should be in the game that would make it better. And they need to bring some more of that stuff in. And they do continue to bring that stuff in, like being able to do the bosses without, leaving the instance. Those are very important things that they need to make the game make better within the game. They got to keep listening to the community. And not just rest on their laurels and think that they're done. They need to keep making this game better. And I think they will. We do know level will now be at 60, so speculation would possibly go back to old Paragon type system. I think they're going to need to do something like that. If they're going to have like the pit that goes up to level 200, Paragon with caps, that could be. So I think that we still need to see more endgame content in D4. We'll see what Season 5 brings. I'm interested to see how the Infernos go. I don't think a single player in the world has yet to clear Pit 200. Exactly. They need to find a way to scale up our damage so that we can clear the higher pits. Nobody's done Pit 200. You're absolutely right. The Eternal Realm needs help. I think it'll get help before next season starts. For those of you who played PTR, you know that the Infernal, whatever they called it, the Inferno sigils, can't remember what it was called off the top of my head right now, but they definitely needed to be edited and made easier to complete, and the Aether that drops, they needed to increase the Aether that drops so you could even have a chance to get some of those. My problem with Eternal is it runs side by side to Seasonal, so it doesn't make sense. There's no Eternal. There's no point in playing Eternal Realm. There never has been, really. And the same quote-unquote problem existed within D3. It's not a problem. It's just a seasonal game. Just don't expect your stuff. There is no Eternal game. There's nothing to do in Eternal. The game is all about the season. Riker said the Barb is getting a huge performance, probably mean to say boost in Season 5. That would be a huge performance nerf in Season 5. That would surprise me. Flaybar will still be very good, I think, in Season 5. How was my vacation? What's up, Jacob? How are you, man? My vacation was really good, dude. I saw my family, and I got away from the city for a while, and I got some sleep. I actually slept pretty good while I was on this trip, which I was surprised at because I slept on my sister's couch. But I slept really good for sleep, especially for sleeping on a couch. I did pretty good. I saw my family. I saw my niece and nephews. They made me feel young again. Sleep is overrated. I agree. I used to stay up very late, dude. I'm a night owl, or I have been a night owl for a long time. But ever since I started taking medication in the evening, it knocks me out. I've been going to sleep at like 11 o'clock, 11:30, instead of 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Executioner Glyph, for example, is getting a 15% increase in output. I would delete all but one character in Season 5, and that one character I will hold on to all of the Ubers that I ever got. So I'll have them in the Eternal Realm, the Ubers that I've ever gotten.
What should I trade?
But that's probably it. You get like 5 hours a night? Yeah, that's used to be me, man. I would get 3 to 5. And now I'm getting like 7 to 9. If you can believe that. It's great. True, I'll probably keep my bash barb and delete the rest. Yeah. Have a mule to just keep your stuff. Exactly right. Your jewels, probably will keep my jewels. Like, I'll tell you, like, as I go in my bag in D4, there's some items I definitely won't keep that I'm holding on to right now. A whole lot of lumps. That's a really good thinking to like go over what will be a strategy for keeping all my Ubers, or what will I keep? I want to keep my Ubers. Keep your gold. Yeah. It's a seasonal game. I never play Eternal. I'm not even on D3, dude, and I have characters from D3 that I've had since the very beginning of D3. Matt's gold. When you say gear, what do you mean? Like, I'm not going to keep every piece of gear. Like these standard shoulders I'm wearing. Like, I guess on this character, one character, I will keep everything gear-wise. But, like, I'm not keeping all these sigils. I'm not keeping all these mats. Summoning mats. I'm not keeping these sigils. I might as well chuck these suckers right now. I'm not keeping that. I have these pieces I'm keeping for this season because they're relevant to me in this season. Oh, look, I got a 3-star, 3-star, 3-star. Like, I should chuck this shit, dude. It's not useful. It's not going to ever be used. No, it throws everything into a chest that you can pull from, and then you keep what you want to keep. Whatever you have room for, you can keep. But like this kind of stuff, I'll junk it all on Season Reset. It'll bring it to Eternal. You'll have 30 days to pluck what you want out of it, and then the rest gets discarded. A Doombringer, Material's Might, a Grandfather, and an Andariel's Visage that I'm not currently using. Yeah, and you know what else is interesting to keep is sometimes like some of these, like for example, they make a change to this item permanently within the game, and then the old item becomes a legacy item. You want to keep legacy items maybe for collector's purposes. Some people, and I'm included in that, will keep items for legacy purposes. Like I want a legacy Saboteur Signet from before the nerf or before the buff. You have a Rogue and a Barb as mules, right on. I have too many mules right now. I don't need as many mules as I have. I'm overdoing it. 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasonal characters. That's right. That's as many as I have. And then the rest are Eternal. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have one Eternal Hardcore. No, I deleted my Eternal Hardcore. I kept my Season 2 Sorcerer. I kept my original Season 1 Rogue. And I kept my 2 Barbs from last Season 4. Yeah, absolutely necessary, bro. Gotta have the back scratcher. In fact, I have 2 of them, depending on the kind of itch I have. If I have a really specific itch, I use this one, the small one. It's a little sharper. Oh, it really digs in. And then this one's for more like a general area itch. I love back scratchers. The more the better. You have a wooden one? Right on. I like the extendos because I'm lazy. My sister has a wooden one too that I used while I was at her house. So how about this? There's 5 of you guys in chat right now. Let's pretend you're me. What would be your number 1 argument against flat Earth? If someone said, if I said to you, I believe the Earth is flat, convince me otherwise, what would be your go-to piece of evidence that you would use as an argument against somebody that thinks the Earth is flat? I need to know because I have my brother I have to contend with. Right on, Jules. Thanks. If you had a close friend, somebody that you like and you care about, and they were saying to you, the Earth is flat, convince me otherwise, well, how would you do it? Like, what piece of evidence would you use to convince them otherwise? Because I'm telling you, this is a real issue. This is a real thing that I'm dealing with. It's not that easy. My head is flat, too. I believe the Earth is spherical. I know it's spherical, in fact. I know because I know gravity exists. Gravity is caused by the way our Earth is mass-wise compared to some little tiny things that are right next to it. Air molecules, our atmosphere is held together by gravity. Water is held onto this planet's surface by gravity. So, yeah, but you have to go, Jacob, you have to go up as high as 50,000 feet to see the curvature of the Earth for yourself. Planes don't go that high. Planes max out at about 40,000 feet, so you can't see the curvature of the Earth from a plane. The rising and setting of the sun. Why couldn't the sun rise and set over a disk and go from east to west over a disk? I do too, dude. I do too. I feel like I'm losing aura points. But it's a real issue. It's a real issue for me. I have a real honest to goodness flat earther in my family, and I need to contend with it. But I'm sticking to gravity. I think gravity's the number 1. Oh yeah. So this is my brother sending me all these videos, and one of them is a video full of pilots, more than one, multiple pilots. You ask them, what do you see out there? is it flat or is it curved? They say it's all flat. Probably 20 pilots all said they believe the Earth is flat. I see it when I ride a plane. Just look at it, the Great Lake. You have to. I've researched this. You cannot see the curvature of the Earth with your own eyes. Like if you want to see the horizon curve, I'm not talking about watching a ship disappear over the edge of the horizon, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where you can, with your own two eyes, see the horizon curved. You have to be at least 50,000 feet above the planet to literally see the curvature of the Earth. Otherwise, the horizon will still appear straight. If you want to see a curved horizon, you have to be 50,000 feet above the surface of the planet. And your regular commercial flights don't go that high. None of them do. Most commercial flights cap out at about 35,000, 40,000 feet. They don't go high enough for you to see with your own two eyes a curved horizon specifically. Yeah. So, and that's in 50,000 feet above. I must be. Well, you're also looking at it through a plane window, and the plane window is warping your view, right? The plane window is not a flat surface, and it's a double pane. So that you can't trust what you see through glass either, necessarily, because glass can warp your view. So if you were 50,000 feet above the planet, looking through some kind of either with the naked eye or through a absolutely flat pane of glass, then you could see a curved horizon. And I would tell you that I don't know if that would even convince these people, even seeing a curved horizon with their own two eyes, I'm not sure that would convince my brother that it was still a spherical planet. I'm not sure he would say, okay, there, I believe you now. He might say, that's the edge of the disk I'm seeing. That's the edge of the disk I'm seeing. But if the Earth were a disk, we would be able to fly around it and see the edge. And see the edge of the disk like we see the rings of Saturn when we look at it through a telescope. Right? Saturn is not a disk. Yes, yes, that's right. They always have an answer for everything, dude. And part of the answer is always NASA is evil and they're in on it. It doesn't make sense. All right, guys, it's about 3:40, and I'm really tired, and it's my first day back, so I'm going to call it a day here. I'm going to let the ships fall where they may. I've been on for 2 hours. It's been a great show. It's been great seeing all of you come back. And tomorrow, I'll have a new game to play. Tomorrow, we'll either play Baldur's Gate or Star Wars. What's up, Ryder and Izzy? Welcome back. Great to see you. Catch you tomorrow, Jules. Thank you for swinging through, man. It's great to see you. I was just getting ready to cap the show off, but since Ryder and Izzy popped in, I want to say hi to Ryder and Izzy. How are you guys? Hope you're well. Hope you're smiling. Just came back from vacation. I'm back online, back on live, and here to make you happy. Today we're cutting the show short a little bit early. The trip was really good. The trip was great. It was long. I saw my family. I went miniature golfing with my niece and nephews. We went to a drive-in movie. We went go-kart riding, although I didn't do it. And yeah, it was a really good trip, man. It was fun, and I was refreshed, and here I am back in the saddle. How about your last 2 weeks, Ryder and Izzy? How are you doing? What did you do these last couple weeks? Hopefully they were good for you. Izzy is my brother's dog's name, by the way. We love her. She's a little sweetheart. He has 2 dogs, Stella and Izzy, and they're both killer. They're both really cool boxers. Sounds like it was a blast, man. The only thing that wasn't a blast was driving back from New York to Chicago yesterday. We did it all in one trip, 12 hours straight. It's pretty exhausting. That's why I'm about to end the show a little bit early. I'm just really tired today. I feel fatigued. Went on vacation 1 week and worked the rest of the time. It was good. Right on, man. That's very cool. Where did you go? Thanks, Jules. Yeah, it's been a little crazy. It was a crazy time. Where did you go, Ryder and Izzy? Someplace warm? Oh, wow, Massanutten, Virginia. That's a different vacation destination. Is that on the coastline? I've never even heard of that before. Now you have me curious. Wow, that looks beautiful. Oh, look at they have a water park, zip lines, outside outdoor ridge trails. It's in the Smoky Mountains. Oh, look at that. It's a resort time thing. You have a timeshare there. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There's a lot looks like there's a lot to do there. Trail riding. I don't know what that is. That looks like a really nice place. Very cool, Ryder. I never even heard of Massanutten before. That's pretty far inland. But it's driving distance to the capital, driving distance to Richmond. Yeah, it does look like a dope spot. Out of the way, quiet. I'm into it. Ski and adventure park area, 2 golf courses, various dining experiences, shopping and recreation options, and a day spa. I'm all about it. Sounds great. That's the kind of vacation I need, Ryder. A vacation where I go someplace that is just for vacationing, not to go see family, not to go like someplace to visit friends, but just to go someplace to be on vacation. Yeah, man. I'm glad you had a great time. That looks amazing. The deer will come up to you and eat food right out of your hands. That sounds like my sister's backyard. Right on. Right on, man. Sounds like a great trip. So yeah, Eternal doesn't mean anything. I'm probably going to get it down to 1 or 2 Eternal characters after the season and put all of my Ubers on one of those. And we have a week left in the season, so we'll help Modest get a couple of Ubers later in the day. And I'm going to wrap the show up. Thank you all so much for being with me today. I really appreciate your presence, both presence with a T and presence with a C. And I thank you for being here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, everybody. Music time. Catch you tomorrow, Jules. Thanks for being here, bud. Ryder and Izzy, thanks for swinging through.